We've had two reports I talked about on Monday that I wanted to stand aside, see what happened on the reports. Said that you should use break-even stops on any of your dollar shorts, which included cable against last week's lows. Never got close to it yesterday when at first the headline number was a little warmer than expected. So here we are at new highs. Dollar index did take out the recent low. It's trying to fight its way back. I'd recommend that you book some more, and let's see if we could get this finish under 105. The reason I say that is gold's coming off a bit after trying to make new highs. Silver's got a little bit of a wick, and this 155 level is pretty important in the yen, and that's what it's held so far. But the dollar, you have to say, if people weren't bearish a dollar going into this week, they definitely are. 105 is an important area for it to close underneath, and then we get through this 200-day moving average at 104.30, which should, set the stage for much lower. But, after two good numbers, dollar selling off 2 days in a row, you never go broke taking some profits and then look to finesse another entry. So, here's a look at the 4 hour, pretty nice wick here. And, you can't completely rule out that, a lot of the bearish news, at least short term, is priced into it. So I'm never against taking some profits. One of the reasons also is with this dollar weakness, I thought by now USD CAD would be trading down here, and it's not. So, having booked profits, it's acting pretty tough comparatively. We had that down day, and now we're barely down on the day. So the surprise would be a dollar recovery. So that's why I say if you want to take some more off the table and then use, I would say, closes back under 108. And if you're long euro, to protect yourself, you could give it a little tolerance, maybe 760 if you want to risk 60 pips. Aussie hasn't been as strong, but I don't think we should see it under 65.50, under the low that we had. Actually, yesterday, you could protect yourself under 65.80 if you want to stay long Aussie. And gold still continues to come off. We're only up $3, getting a nice little reversal. I may even take a shot at being short with stops over the high. It's much weaker than silver as expressed by the gold-silver ratio. So I may as well get to risk. I talked about Amazon. And even though the market is making new highs, Amazon has been under pressure since I talked about the divergence actually beginning last week. We're actually getting a little bit of a fade in the S&Ps. I think we just missed making new highs in the S&Ps. Let's see here. We pull it down. 52.84, and today we traded 82. So just missed it. Maybe the bears that have stops over there might be given some hope. If we pull back, it's giving back the lease. The gold is now unchanged as we speak. So there is a little bit of a reversal, and the dollar continues to come back. So let's see. Let's be a little contrarian and not go with the crowd. I think people were bearish the dollar before we even peaked at 106.50. So, bearishness is expressed. We start taking out 104.34, then, the story has changed for an all-out decline. But you have to be nimble, and you also have to be willing to book profits, get paid, make, may, pay. So again, here's Amazon. If you bought puts, you should be doing okay. I'm thinking, 160. It'll probably take the market to turn lower for that to happen. I wanted to show, here's your 10-year. So the 10-year getting a little bit of a, look at this, right against a daily 200 day. So I'd be careful there. Also, TLT threatening a breakout. That doesn't look like the TLT chart that I was looking at. That is just dots. Like, okay, here's your 4 hour. Need closes over 92. Otherwise, we could pull back again. Gold shares are a bit lower. So my takeaway is some pretty good wicks developing today. Even the S&Ps are coming off. You're getting a nice wick in NASDAQ now. So, it's possible that all the good news is out. What's the saying? People who buy headlines today sell newspapers tomorrow. Don't buy headlines today. That's my major takeaway. Book things that are in your favor on the two headlines that favored a weaker dollar and lower yields. And then I'll be back with you on Friday to wrap up the week. Mike's on in a little bit, and Mike will probably have lots of things to talk about with the last couple of days that we've had here to the upside. Be alert for some potential reversals here. And that's going to be a wrap for me. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. As I said while we were doing this broadcast, Euro's coming off too. And now we have the dollar barely lower, about to put in a reversal day. So if you took me seriously when I started 10 minutes ago, it was the right move. It was the right move to take. An hour from now, it may not be, but just my trader intuition says, the news went with people looking for higher everything. And when the dollar's bad, the whole world's good. So maybe we've had just a little bit too much too soon. And we'll see if it turns into any kind of major reversals. I won't know till the close of business today, and most likely how we finish a week. I hope we're adding value to what you're trying to accomplish as a trader. It's not an easy thing to do, and I hope you're learning, really the key, that you're learning why I think like I do. So, today was a great example of, news events and how I treat them. And I might be a little bit too jaded. But, when the news goes my way a couple of times, to me, that's windfall. That's a windfall profit winner. I ring the register. So good trading, and we'll see you in the room. I'll be on with Mike tomorrow. Good hunting. Adios.